Hi, my name is Caitlin, and this is the One More Winters budgeting channel. I'm a zero-based budgeter, which means every dollar that I make is accounted for, and I get paid bi-weekly. Today's a little bit different. To start off, I'm sick this week, so sorry about that if I sound weird. I gotta go over with you guys where I've been for a little bit and kind of a layout for how these paychecks are gonna start looking. So if that sounds interesting to you at all, keep watching. All right, so first off, I've been gone for about a month now. So I just ended my relationship about a month ago, a long-term relationship of about 7 years. So trying to sit down to film and do my nails and get everything together has been a lot. So sorry about that, you guys. So it took a little bit of time to start the healing process. We're still going, and one of my bills is going to reflect that. And something else that's really, really big is I am in fact trying to buy that house that I mentioned to you guys. So we haven't closed on it yet. There's still some stuff that needs to get done along with the process, but pretty much every spare penny I have right now after bills and debt is going towards saving for that house at the moment. So kind of right now what I'm going to walk you through, some things have changed, or I'm going to walk through what my current bills are looking like at the moment. And then I'm going to walk you through my last couple paychecks. It's not going to be super in depth, but just how much I made and how much I saved towards the property, stuff like that. So we'll just go ahead and jump into this. So to start off, I'm still renting my apartment at the moment. As many of you know, the house situation kind of came out at a time that I was not expecting there to be a house, but the deal is too good. Things are lining up too much. I'm going for it because I honestly feel like I will, if I don't go this for it, it would be something I deeply regret. If it doesn't work out for whatever reason, it'll be okay, but I really do feel like there are a lot of signs pointing to this being an amazing opportunity for me, so I'm gonna take it because I feel like, yeah, I would deeply regret it if I don't. But I do still have the apartment because I had just signed a longer term lease that I'd have to buy out with this place, but you know. Starting off, rent did go down a little bit because that longer term lease I signed, but it's $14.28 a month. Utilities are $25. The only thing is now water. I pay a bit more towards each month. Consumers, which is our gas provider, I budget aside $70 a month towards that. That's my gas bill. And for DTE, I put 80 aside usually. Now these do fluctuate up and down, but usually they balance each other out. Usually consumers is higher in the winter, DTE is higher in the summer. They move back and forth. For renters insurance, it's $0. I did pay for a full year of renters insurance when I moved in here last August, so we got a couple months left. And then AT&T I use for my internet, and that is $55 a month, and that is necessary. There's only one plan provided, our option for where I live. Honestly, I wish that there was another one. I had one that was better at the last apartment. It was a bit more pricey, but the internet speeds were incredible. Okay, so for the apartment bills by themselves, there's $16.58 towards these every month. And we're gonna go ahead and go into personal bills. So this is stuff that's less contributed to just the apartment. First up is Amazon. That's $14.99 a month. I do kind of want to save up and start doing it annually. I just haven't done that yet, but that's something I definitely need to look into. Spotify's next. It's $10.99. It's like my only music source that I use pretty much for everything. It's awesome. I use it for all my car drives. And then when it comes to streaming services other than Amazon Prime, I just pay for Hulu and Disney bundle, and that's $24.99 a month. I did end up getting some life insurance. It's $29 a month. I got it just because, you know, now that I'm in my full-time job, especially now that I'm looking at buying a house and everything, I really just wanted to make sure that I had some life insurance taken out. At 25, I'd also heard from a couple people saying that, you know, it's good to take it out at this age just in case something were to happen to you and you know, you're unable to work or you get sick. You won't be able to take out life insurance later on in life. So it's better to be safe than sorry and just take some out now. I figured it would be worth it, just in case something happens to me. Honestly, I just want to leave some money to my family for burial, and then also enough to pay off any debts that I currently have, and for some to go to my sisters each as a, you know, your older sister passed away, here's some money. I don't know. I thought it was a good idea. Next up is therapy. I have finally started going back to therapy. I started just after the breakup. It's $260 a month. It is a lot, but I figured with financially now how much I make a month, I really need to start prioritizing my mental health. I think it's super important, and I don't think that I was doing it enough, and talking to someone professionally once a week definitely helps me and feels like I can get some stuff off my chest and start working on some of my problems. So I've decided that this is something that I know it's pricey, but I feel like I need in my life. Phone bill. So before, the one thing that I had connecting to my ex was my phone was on their plan. I signed up for my own plan. It's $100 a month. I want to get this down. Unfortunately, though, right now, because I hadn't thought when I re-upped, I got a new phone sometime last year, and I wasn't thinking something like this was going to happen. So I'm still paying off of my past phone, so I can't really move it right now to a cheaper provider, just because I'm still paying off my phone. I might be able to see if I can go somewhere where I can get a new one through them. I just want to keep my phone number is the big thing, but I still would have to pay off the phone. So I don't know. If anyone has any suggestions, let me know. Next up, car insurance. You know, another necessity. That's $120 a month. Pet insurance is $25. I know I've had some people comment in the past, like, don't get pet insurance, it's a waste of money. I actually just had a situation, not with my cats, but my best friend, her cat ended up hurting his paw on accident, and they brought him into the vet, and it ended up costing them like $1,500. And, you know, it's something, and she didn't have pet insurance because obviously she didn't think that something like that would happen. But, you know, with these two, I think the $25 a month is worth it. Should like a giant medical expense come out, I would really like the option to be able to see like if I can get reimbursed through them, and I don't know, it brings me peace of mind for them too. I want to make sure that they're taken care of. I don't want it to ever be a situation where the reason that they're not able to get better is just because I can't afford it. I'd rather have insurance and just make sure that these guys can live with me as long as possible so I can keep babying them. And then next, I did finally get a gym membership. I just go to the Planet Fitness Black Card because I'll bring one of my sisters with me sometimes. I need to actually go back. It's been like a week since I went, but again, it goes with the therapy, time to work on mind and body to get myself feeling better and, you know, start the glow up journey right now with everything going on. That's the goal. So personal bills are expensive, but a lot of these things are just necessity, you know? And then some of them really to work on my mental health and well-being. I feel like I need them in my life. So I don't think there's anything on here that's too out there and ridiculous. Obviously I want to get my phone bill down, but 120 plus 25 plus 25. Yeah, so it's $609.97. It goes to personal bills. We're going to do $610. Just round it up. And then student loan payments. So while I am currently trying to save up for this house, I am putting a little less towards my student loans. The minimum's still getting paid, and my one with the highest interest rate, I am still putting $50 extra towards that a month to try and pay it down a little bit. Great news though, within this time that I've been gone, my private student loans dropped below 10 grand that I now owe. So I've managed to pay off quite a few $1,000s on them, which I'm very, very happy about. And once the house is figured out and there is going to need to be some fixes that go on with the house, that'll be a whole discussion after, if I get the house after closing, we'll have a conversation about that. But yeah, so once the house is kind of fixed up a bit and I have my monthly bills all figured out there, we will go back to putting a lot of money towards student loan debt and trying to get rid of these private student loans as fast as possible. My current plan for paying off debts is going to be private student loans first, then my credit card, and then it'll be, honestly, so with the federal one, the interest rates are so low. I'm already paying the minimum plus a little bit extra on it each month. I'll probably just throw like $200 extra towards my federal student loans to start off with, and then try and pay off maybe my mortgage first, and then those, because I'd love to be able to own my house and only really owe property tax on it. So I don't know. It's going to be a whole thing. We'll figure this all out together. But on my first private student loan, there is $87.20 going towards that a month. Student loan number 2, this is $113.19, gets paid towards that a month. Private student loan 3, which is the one with the highest interest rate, it is $127.54. This is at about $1,600 remaining, which is awesome. I think it was at $5,000 just about when I took the loan out. So like $3,500's been paid off of it at least, just around. So I think with a couple really hard aiming paychecks towards it, once the house thing is all figured out, we'll be able to get rid of at least one of these student loans, which I'm so excited for. Unless there's anyone out there that wants to pay off my student loans, let me know. Hit me up. I'd be very happy with it. And next up is the government student loans, and that gets $257.86 a month. So there's still a lot going towards student loans every month. 87.2 plus 113.19 plus 127.54 plus 257.86. All right, so it's $585.79. So 585, that's 7.9. So we'll go ahead and add this plus the 1658 plus 610. So that's about, or actually no, I kept these separated. Whatever. Yeah, I did. Let me go ahead and do bills, month, paycheck, debt. Okay. So per month, that's $585.79 that goes towards it. Let's do 585.79. Clear. 585.79 divided by 2. So that's $292.98. I am budgeting aside $300 towards this per paycheck, just in case one of the interest rates is a little bit higher. Also, I do pay down a bit on my credit card every paycheck. I put some towards it. So, and then bills throughout the month, that's 610 plus 1658. That's 2,268, 2,268. And then per paycheck, about 1,134. I like to put a buffer in my bills account, so that's also part of this, because both my debt payment and my bills payment all come out of the same checking account, and I like there to be a buffer. I put a little bit extra than what I'm expecting every paycheck in there as a just in case. So instead of the $1,134, I'm going to put $1,160 in there. So in total, we have, 1,160 plus 300, about 1,460 is accounted for each paycheck, which is a lot, I know. But that's how much of each paycheck goes directly into my bills account as soon as I get paid. So it's a lot of money, but still got to pay for my apartment that I currently have. A lot of these are honestly, needs like phone, car insurance, honestly, pet insurance. Some of them are more wants, like Amazon, Spotify, and Hulu. Life insurance, again, but a lot of these, it's how it goes. Therapy's always been so expensive. I wish it was less expensive, but that's how it be. All right, on to paychecks. So my bills amount did change after I had a couple of these paychecks, so I'm not going to use those numbers. Instead, I'm going to tell you how much I made that paycheck and then how much I put towards these first two paychecks. I put it towards the property, and my third paycheck, I put my leftover towards my credit card. So March 14th, I made $2,038. I went ahead and put $541 towards the property. On March 28th, I made $1,988. I put $351 towards the property. And then on April 11th, I made $2,093, and I put $433 towards my credit card to pay off. I am expecting, if the house makes it all the way to closing, like I'm hoping, I'll have about 3 to 4 more paychecks before then. That's kind of the goal, and I will start walking you guys through those. There's still a lot of that money is going to be going directly into a bank account for property. I did end up clearing out a lot of my cash envelopes to put towards this house. That's just kind of what ended up happening. The money I had set aside for a new car is going towards it. If the property doesn't happen, I will kind of just be shifting all that money over to get a new car. But things are kind of up in the air right now. We're letting it go, but we're figuring it out. We're still putting money aside. We're still paying down our debts like we're supposed to. All of the bills are paid. So honestly, for right now, I'm super happy with it. I'm happy that I have money to put towards a house. I'm happy to even have the opportunity to try and get this house. But yeah, so, things are going to be kind of up in the air. I feel like they've been that way, though, for the past however long I've had this channel. So hopefully you guys are along for some more of a ride and figuring out what we're going to do. But yeah, I do plan next Saturday to post my paycheck that I get that week. And the video after, I'm going to go ahead and do a debt update with you all before we get a mortgage coming our way. So, which will definitely update the debt ratio. But yeah, so thank you all so much for being here. You know what? Since I've been gone for a minute, how about you guys put a clock down in the description below if you made it to the end. Everyone give your animals a hug for me and from me and the cats. Bye.